No experts, no insiders, just fans.
Transmission from our wrestling podcast begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin broadcast.
And welcome to episode number 314 of the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. This is Smackdown, the longest running weekly overproduced, undertalented, episodic, sometimes echoing, often infighting wrestling podcast. Joining me tonight, my cohorts, I've got directly across from me Irish, who was not on last night's Rawsome show.
I was not.
I
have a real job.
The board seemed to think that Rob was you for some reason.
He wishes.
Yes, exactly. I mean, good points, bad points. The only thing I see in common is the bald head. Our other
How rude.
back from the dead. Well, it's not rude, it's fact. Back from the dead. Kevin, where the fuck you been?
It's about time I'm back. I know. Have you missed me? I know Teddy has. He won't shut up about me.
Oh, we won't.
Hey, Teddy.
How do you know that? Have you been watching us?
No, I never do.
Never?
Me?
Never, ever?
Never. I always do. I love you guys.
Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it.
Get out of here. Get out of the U-Record studio. You're not allowed.
Why was he taking his cup? I just think he wanted to make a cameo. That was Rody Rob that walked in front of the camera. Let's go and do this.
One shirt, Kevin. Of course, Teddy points that out.
Yeah, one shirt, Kevin. That's it's
I wore it for
weird,
you
man.
guys.
It's weird.
Do you only have one shirt?
Do you ever see him wear a different one?
This is the first time I've ever met him.
Oh, that's true.
So, no.
Okay, so Irish Kevin Irish.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
I'm more Irish than you, pal.
Oh, okay.
Really? That's how you're gonna start?
Lily the Pink. Irish Rover. Hell yeah.
We can
I'll
mute,
sing
we can
them
mute
all.
him at any time.
Anyway,
right?
the board joining us. Let's go over all of them real quick. Let me get their sound effect.
My chair is deflating.
Your what?
My chair is deflating.
It does that sometimes. On the board, we've got Kevin from Texas. Leo's here. Teddy Two Stone Heart. Stike Leather. Bang Bus GM. Let's see who else I saw here. Berto's back. He out Stat Boys Stike last week. Remember that, Irish?
I do remember that.
You do remember that. Irish don't shake the wanker's hand. He's talking. He says that's Teddy saying don't touch Kevin.
I'm glad that Alex thinks that I'm more over than Roman. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure my shits are more over than Roman.
Wow. So let's real quickly talk about the topics because I can't get my Jazzler to stay open for some reason. I feel like the thing in the machine, there's something always ready to get me.
Ex Machina
Something
goes in the
that,
machine?
yeah, I don't know what it is. Look, it just shut down again. Can you play
I blame Rob.
my 3 key ingredients? Don't you have sound effects over there?
I have some, yes. I don't know.
It's on the Smackdown tab. It's the one that says 3 key ingredients.
I remember the first time I used a computer.
Right? Seriously. All you gotta do is be literate.
What you need to make a good smackdown is your 3 key ingredients.
All right. Tonight's show is so good. We got 4 ingredients. Juan is joining us. Let's see what we got for our ingredients. Number 1, spitting venom. Number 2, now that's good booking. Number 3, I call bullshit. And number 4, the Midas Miz.
Number 1.
Number 1, turn that shit down. Number 1, spitting venom. The show starts off tonight with Randy Orton coming down to explain why he is why is he not, or why does he want to destroy Jeff Hardy? There are speculations, he says online, that it's a feud from over a decade ago. We have beef from when I lost the U.S. title. Yada 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 yada. Okay, great. Who cares? That's not it. So what is it? He basically then says, it's because of you, WWE, and you don't respect me, the universe. And goes on this freaking tirade about how is it because of my merch, my lack of face paint, I'm not Daredevil enough for you, not too sweet, I don't do bingo halls. Shit was flying everywhere, Kevin. He was dumping on everybody, and it was a straight shoot.
Oh, it's well done.
It was exactly what he needed.
It was.
I mean, he's been so stale for so long.
Yes. Unlike Irish's improper categorization of AJ Styles as being stale, Randy up until tonight had been stale.
That is not what I said. I said AJ as the champ was stale. That's what I said.
This is Roderick Strong, and I approve this message.
No. I agree with Kevin on that one. Rody Rob is on there. He says, why aren't y'all MFers hit the like button? Fake love. Oh, he's talking about everybody on there. He can't. I don't know why he can't spell. Rody Corbin is here, yes. Everybody hit the like button on the video if you're watching this. Orton, or don't. Or make a comment, even better. Orton as heel, good shit. I actually cared about what he had to say. That is from Berto and Double G Gaming. It was a return to form. Randy cut this promo. One of the things that I like that he said, Rody made me go back and hear it because I missed it at first, but everyone that walks down this ramp is eating at the table I set. 16 years Randy's been around. Always where he should be.
Yeah. No, I this is like one area where I can't disagree with you. I really, the only thing that I wonder where it's going to go is such a good shoot. I mean, it was perfect, but where does Shinsuke fit in all of this? And that's kind of the only thing that I found was missing.
Shinsuke wasn't even on tonight. Neither was Jeff. I don't think you needed them. Anything. Here's the thing. Shinsuke was not going to top this.
Oh, no. No way.
Irish, do you think anybody could have topped this? Tonight, like the way this kicked off the show, anybody who tried would have looked pale in comparison.
Oh, it was perfect. I just wonder, I mean, we have obviously the feud, and he just mentioned Jeff, but
no, what happened was Randy Orton did one of the best shoots. I believe I agree with you that it was a shoot.
Oh, definitely
a shoot. He's done one of the best shoots since. I mean, like the only person that even comes close with doing something like that is Samoa Joe, even close.
Right.
In the last 6 months.
And Joe, the problem with Joe is Joe's never really backed him up. Randy didn't need to back anything up here. He just had to say what he was doing. And the only thing I will say is Randy's not the first one to say he did something because of the fans. Stike said, that's fine. Me and Rob have had a lot of discussions about this off air. Kevin, Irish, I haven't had them with you, so we can mention this. I have discussed this with Rob about how everybody can keep it simple, and the feud can be great. You guys both know about Velveteen Dream and Aleister Black. Their whole feud was built around a name. It was. Ricochet and Velveteen. It was built around the spotlight. There was no title involved. These were great feuds and works. You can do all sorts of things. Just keep it simple.
The thing I like about it, too, is that it's so authentic to Randy's character, if you think it, even his just entire career.
And
he brought that up.
I don't honestly think that's his character. I think that's actually him.
I can't take you seriously because you shrank.
I know, right? I'm so sure.
Like, I love the
Legend Killer line.
Legend Killer to the legend, but he's still gonna.
Yeah, I'm no longer the Legend Killer. The fans are. I'm a legend now. That was great. Did Randy forget that Cena and Lesnar also debuted in 2002, just like him?
Yeah,
Stike, I don't think he did.
Stike.
No, I don't think he forgot. He was talking about part-timers.
Yes, I was about to say. I was like, you're right. And Randy, while he's been recuperating, has been off air. Lesnar's been what? Exactly. He has no reason to not be on the air because other than laziness and waiting on a freaking paycheck.
Bang Bus says it'll lead to Randy Orton and Shinsuke at WrestleMania. Stike said Shinsuke had a selfie promo. That must have been when we got hit by the storm, so we missed part of it. Let's see. Somebody got Randy off the friggin' sleeping pills in the back and told him it's okay to just spit as you see it. That's from Leo. I hope that's true. He had a point that he's been here since 2002 and hasn't left. For better or worse, he laid out the truth in a true heel fashion, and that's what made the shoot so good. Is they told him go. This is what you can go with, and he shot facts. The bingo hall, the too sweet symbol, like
the bingo hall comment was awesome. That was incredibly poignant, and it definitely hit somebody right in the testicles.
Alex Carter wants to point out that one time Edge and Booker fought over shampoo. So
again, though, The only question I have is, or I guess question to you, do you think this would be better without Shinsuke involved and just have him go feud with
Yes,
someone
we
else?
already talked about that. Shinsuke doesn't need to be involved in it.
No, but
I'd like to see
everybody was saying it was going to be a
Who's
three-way.
everybody?
If you read online, dirt sheets, predictions. I've been doing the dirt
Bang
sheets.
Bus is saying that Randy's fighting Shane at WrestleMania. That doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah, Bang Bus is retarded, and not in a good way.
Yeah. Lesnar's too expensive to have on TV. Blame the McMahon-Royd boner. That's from Robert Parson, who's joining us. Welcome back, Robert, and congratulations. I gave you a little shout at the end of last night. Cashmere is also joining us. What's up, Cash? I got nothing else on Randy other than great fucking job.
Number 2.
Number 2. Now that's good booking. Another good thing. This is such an easier show than Rawsome. I can't
was
turn
bad
shit
last night.
into gold on Mondays. I try so hard. The best thing about last night was Brian and Rob just not actually watching. I think I had a lot of fun. Not watching Raw was the key. Number 2 here.
That's a great hashtag, Bang Bus.
Number 2, now that's good booking. I don't know where Anaconda Vice is, but Almas, okay, had a match against Rusev. Now we wonder, how are they going to book this? Is it going to be a screw job type thing? We got Lana and Vega's wild cards on the outside. And by the way, Aiden English got a little bit of what he deserved in terms of the ire, if you will, of Rusev and the rest of us. Why do you break up a girl fight?
Oh, I agree.
Number 1.
Especially those two.
Right. I mean, that's the best thing Lana's done all year. And then he accidentally runs into her. Rusev, has the momentary, oh no, my wife just got hurt moment. Almost capitalizes and gets the win. Almost clean victory. Yes, with a little bit of a screw job distraction, but almost pinned Rusev clean. Second week in a row, a featured match. This time with the W. And this time, Rusev is the one that looked strong most of the match.
I definitely think it was. I agree with you on the fact that it's good booking. It sets up the Aiden Rusev feud that we believe is coming.
It propped it. Almost. Everything's good about this booking.
No one really looked weak.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
I think everyone comes out with a good story angle. Even Vega has a good story angle out of this.
Oh yeah. I mean, she could potentially set up a women's rivalry match with Lana, even if Almas and Rusev don't even happen. The girls can.
Yeah, it could be it could be really interesting. What I hope doesn't happen is that Vince McMahon gets his hands on this and is like, oh, we've got a Latino and a Russian or Belgian or Bulgarian, one of those B countries. We're going to put them together. It's going to be an international thing. Yeah.
Lana vs. Vega is being put in our direction and probably end up being on Evolution. Very nice booking going on here. That's from Leo. Again, there's so many layers to this one little segment tonight. I think it leads to Rusev and Lana versus Almas and Vega at SummerSlam, and Aiden cost them the match. Robert Parson is predicting this. Kevin, I can't remember who said it, but I'm predicting Lana and English turn on Rusev. Somebody said that.
So that's so funny because that's what I was kind of waiting to say is I wasn't interested in seeing those two fight each other, but after tonight, I am, and I think there's going to be a double cross. It has to be. Otherwise, why would you want to see?
Rusev and Almas had some good exchanges, but Rusev Day's got to break up. I don't know if they end the gimmick Irish, but Aiden and Rusev are no longer going to be on the same team.
Well, I mean, I think it's close to running its course, so I think it's good timing.
And Teddy is really, really, really stoned.
Oh, man. I have no idea what's going on.
Because he answered Alex Carter's question, will Hulk Hogan join New Day? Teddy says yes as their manager.
Teddy, I will go to Dublin and whoop your ass.
Mika Meach joining us.
Number 3.
Number 3. I call bullshit. Here's my one big gripe tonight. This tag team nonsense is bullshit. This tag team tournament that they've announced and done and whatever is 100 fucking % bullshit. I don't like it.
How so? What's the problem?
The problem is is you're setting up all these people that we've seen
Yeah, that's
to fight each other for a shot against the Bludgeon Brothers who can't carry anything. That's why they're not carrying a feud. They're setting up contenderships because they have weak champions. Daniel Price is joining us. Good job. Let's see.
Well, I think also the worst part about it is that Sanity obviously can't go against the Bludgeon Brothers. You can't have two heels face each other, and they're they have no push when they really should be having one right now, and so they're kind of suffering.
And the other reason I call bullshit is Sanity. Sanity is the one team you could set up as a new match after they were to fight New Day, which, by the way, this is actually the second time they fought New Day.
Right.
So after they fight them again, if they were to advance, you could set up a first-time match with them and the Usos, or first-time match with them in the Bar. Instead, you have the Bar and the Usos fighting. We've seen that. And then the winner's going to fight New Day. We've seen that. Doesn't matter who wins. We've seen it. This is not unique. And Irish, you and I were talking about this off air. I think this is a waste of Sheamus and Cesaro's talents.
Agreed. You and I were both talking that we feel that Sheamus, unfortunately, does not have much left in the tank, and it's not anything heart-wise that's his problem. It's his body's just falling apart, and they need to take the opportunity to give Cesaro a push, and they're not doing it. And it really needs to be that time. Also, Teddy, just so you know, I'll fight a Cork, then drive to Waterford, and then whoop your ass.
Club, New Day, Sanity, Bar, Bludgeons, Uso. The Club is not in it, Mika Meach. Dillinger and R-Truth are not in it as some random throwaway tag team. Aiden and Rusev didn't get put in there. Nothing. There's no logic to any of this, Kevin.
Well, and again, not to harp on the fact that Sanity lost tonight, but they lost clean.
Again.
It's just so
and the board
bad.
is asking why Killian Dane is wearing a shirt. Robert Parson, the answer to that is main roster.
Accurate. Although I will say, when I looked up and saw Killian Dane wrestling, I thought it was Typhoon. I was like, the Shockmaster is back. Yes, finally.
The one good thing about all of this is it could have set up Sanity to go against Bludgeon Brothers.
You would really want to see that?
Why not?
Something different.
Why not?
It's different.
It's something brand fucking new.
I don't know if they would work well off each. Oh, maybe they would. But they're both
work well. I just want to see something new. The Bar, New Day, and Usos have been carrying this division for over a year. The Club snuck in there for a brief period, and so did the Hardys. And then they, switched it all out again and had two show belts, yada, whatever.
Yeah, but if you did that, Sanity would automatically go face.
Sanity is losing, Kevin. I don't care. There's nothing you can say to convince me that this is good for them. We just talked about how Rusev, in a losing effort, is setting up a great split between him and Aiden. And now we go to this.
Rusev lost and still looks strong.
Right.
Sanity lost and does not look strong
at all.
And New Day did not need that win.
Everybody came out with a lot of shine, whether it's a heel heat or face shine out of that segment. In this one, Sanity got buried again.
I agree, but they can lose and still look strong. They can look insane. They can start hitting people with chairs, throwing them into tables.
So you think this is building to like a point where they kind of go bananas and like they go to
that would be better,
like an animalistic kind of thing.
Like this is the next chapter. Okay, Extreme Rules was the first act.
You mean Rules?
Yes, Rules was the first act. Then Double G Gaming, he's saying, I like how they're not rushing the Rusev Aiden breakup because we actually care about it. Yeah, that was phase 2. This crap with the tag team division, they have a good tag division. Why are they doing this? That's at the end of the day my question. It makes no sense. The NWA was always able to do one thing Vince never could, and that's book tag teams. That's from Daniel Price. Braun and Nicholas might have to reunite to fix the tag division. That's from Leo. The Bludgeon Brothers should be the new APA. They would be great as hired muscles. The Devils for hire. That's from Robert Parson. I would be fine with that instead of them as champs. Them as champs makes no sense.
I agree. Like
they really care about the belts.
You bring up a good point. I don't think they really care about the belts. At least the characters that they've made doesn't make sense for them to care about the belts.
Correct.
It seems unnecessary. I would love to see them turn into kind of like an APA kind of thing. That would be interesting. I love the APA. I thought that was great.
It would be a lot more interesting.
I especially love the fake door in the middle of the room. That
Right.
was the best part.
Exactly.
Shut the door.
4,
Number 4, Midas Miz. Everything he touches is gold. Well, some of the board members were saying that they were fooled by the baby thing.
Who was fooled by the baby?
Really?
Stike Leather and I think Alex Carter said it.
That doesn't surprise me. Alex Carter seems like an idiot.
Wow. Just gonna go out there and shit on somebody. If anything, it's the shit in the middle over there, Kevin, that we love to hate.
And even I knew it was a fake baby.
Well,
And even Kevin knew it was a fake baby, there's a problem.
Alex Carter does say he misses American Alpha, so there's that.
But it's right in character. He tossed the baby to Daniel Bryan. What's Daniel Bryan going to do? He's going to potentially
gonna catch the baby, yeah.
Right. And then he got his ass kicked for it. Okay, that's like Marvel Comics superhero nonsense. I made the save. That's Sarah Essen death if you're a Batman fan. She saved the baby. Got your ass beat for it.
And then Miz had a second half of that promo where he just like every time he screams at Daniel Bryan, it's gold.
Right. Alex Carter, I think, is having a stroke. He says, I miss American Alpha. Kevin and Irish with the double switch. That's from Bang Bus. Irish with the heel turn there. And then Kevin now coming in as the face.
So I'm Bret Hart in this, and Kevin is somehow Stone Cold?
I don't know, but Miz,
hell yeah.
Miz, this rivalry again is another great booking tonight where Daniel Bryan, shots fired with that video package.
That was nice.
That was funny.
I
and
love the
play
second
on
reference. The second reference to Kerwin in the truck.
And not just that, Irish, the play on words with Mrs. Did you see how it got changed?
Yes.
Yes. That was kind of fun. And honestly, man, I could watch about 30 minutes of nothing but Miz bloopers. The way that was set up and packaged, I enjoyed the fucking hell out of it.
That was awesome.
I could sit there and watch that nonstop. All the dumb shit he's done in his 11 years that he's been around.
I would probably watch a good half-hour segment of that. Just nothing but WWE. Listen to us now. Make that package happen.
So apparently last night they thought Rob was you. Now tonight they think you're Rob.
I want to make a message to everybody watching the show. You guys need to start smoking a lot less weed.
I think it's a race thing. They're probably not white, and so they just think y'all look alike.
Rob's head is shinier in the lights.
Yeah.
And I also have this red beard that Rob doesn't have.
Yes. A full beard, not even a goatee. If you can't tell the color, if you happen to be colorblind, there's a difference.
If you're watching us on black and white,
the honeymooners will be on next. I don't have much to talk about with this topic. I just wanted to cite that Miz is awesome.
What I want to know though, because freaking Daniel Bryan has to at some point stop with the comedy and he has to shoot for real on the Miz. You know, like I'm wondering when it takes that turn because the Miz is done his.
This is a slow build. We're gonna get 2 more doses of this on the way to SummerSlam before they make the match.
Yeah, but I wonder when it will take that turn. I'm looking forward to it, and then it's going to become real. You know, not obviously now it's.
Oh, and Kevin reminds us the last shot of that video package was Roman punching Miz in the face.
Yeah,
that was brilliant.
That is definitely like the cherry on top of an insult there.
But I love how they call back to what was it 2 weeks ago when Kane did the Miz did the Kane Daniel Bryan falling out package.
Yes,
brilliant. Just brilliant.
Leo says fire Irish immediately. Less weed. Are you bonkers?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And Bang Bus,
more scotch.
Wow. And Bang Bus is saying the difference between Irish and Rob is that Rob is the nice bald guy.
Oh.
They obviously have not met Rob.
Bang Bus, I prefer
real.
backroom casting couch. Just letting you know.
Daniel will get a chance to shoot, and it's going to be a doozy well for a vegan. It's going to go somewhere. It's going to go somewhere. Daniel's going to turn it around. Irish is not the angry elf over on Twitch. Justin wants to make sure everybody knows.
What was the Noah joke from last night?
What?
Teddy says, ask Kevin the Noah joke from last night.
No, we don't. If Noah was on the board and wanted to call in and try and recite that, that's fine. I forgot to make this a topic, so.
5.
5?
Yeah, I forgot all about this because there was so much good stuff tonight that I forgot it. But guess what it is? AJ and Samoa Joe
Oh, shit, yeah.
A booking made in heaven for TNA. Will WWE be able to duplicate the success? These guys, we know, they're like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They've had matches for a long time together. There's no question they can put on a great match.
This is the time that they can finally unstale AJ Styles' championship run.
Oh,
And
it's time for an Irish rant. Go for it, buddy. Keep going.
They need to, this is the opportunity they have. Finally give Joe a title because he deserves it. He puts the work in. He does great heel work, great promos. He's a hard worker. Finally put the belt on him and change it up. AJ has been the champion for 3/4 of a year. It is time to give it a break and change it up a little bit. Again, I'm not saying AJ Styles himself is stale. His run as champion currently has gotten stale. It needs to be diced up a little bit. It needs a little flavor.
So you again, the fact that they've given him, multiple contenders throughout this run and had good feuds and worked in good stories, he's still stale.
He should have lost to Shinsuke.
Shinsuke made him a little stale. I think that's where you're coming from.
How did Shinsuke make him stale?
The rivalry didn't escalate the way it should. It just didn't.
I loved it.
It just didn't.
I thought
For as many matches as they had, Kevin, it didn't escalate to the point where it should have.
Yeah, but who's to blame for that? It wasn't Shinsuke. I think I agree with Irish. And I don't think AJ sold that rivalry well enough.
Ooh, Irish with the diamond cutter promo. Boom.
You both know that I can mute you at any time for your stupid points about AJ. And Anaconda Vice says, Irish, do me a solid. Stick to your day job and brew me some Guinness. I liked AJ pointing out that it's the real belt he has, Kevin from Texas saying. Anaconda Vice, I think he wrote this before Kevin agreed with Irish, but he said Kevin is greater than Irish. That can't be right. And AJ versus Joe is going to be great, but because of their age, I don't think they can do all the stuff they did in TNA. That's from Stike, where, by the way, who said this? Alex Carter says, get Christopher Daniels in there, and I'll be all set. And Berto has the question. This is really the topic right here. Berto's got it. They can put on a good match, but will they? Here's the thing is you've got to find that balance between we have somewhere to grow to and we aren't letting down by limiting ourselves in our first meeting on WWE soil, if you will. They have to make it a good match, but they can't shoot their wad where they have nowhere to go for, part 2 or part 3. But you have to still be good so that people want part 2 and part 3.
I think the best way to do that is to have Joe somehow topple AJ, and not in a clean way, so that way AJ still looks strong, and gives Joe a little heel heat, and that would make me want to watch more. But they've really got to bring it. Like Joe has to come out there with some speed that he hasn't had in a while. And granted, he's been coming off a few injuries. He hasn't really had a long string of appearances without injuries. So it'll be interesting to see if he can do it.
What are you talking about, Robert Parson? He says, who's controlling your scrolling text? It just says Adam is a tool. That would be Rody Rob, who puts shit on the bottom there because he's mad that I just do such a better job hosting. And it's like host envy. You know what I mean? That's
Does
the
he
clean
even
way of
host
saying
anymore?
No, he can't host. Justin, Knock was in 6 championship matches with AJ. That doesn't make a championship run stale. Yeah, I think it kind of does.
Take my thing off mute.
What?
All right. I think I agree. Again, it makes it stale. 6 championship matches with AJ winning every single time. AJ winning every single match. It's old.
Yeah. What a swerve with the Ellsworth thing, Leo says. No, that was not a swerve. Everybody knew that was coming. AJ's going to retain because the seriousness in the match is going to get tainted over some stupid, silly shit called Ellsworth. That's what Daniel Price says. If the Universal title changes hands at SummerSlam, I'd be fine with AJ going all the way to at least Survivor Series with the belt. If he goes to Survivor Series, that'll be a full year. He won it right before then because your fucknut of a champion, Jinder, wasn't good enough booking for Brock at Survivor Series, if you recall, Kevin.
That was all a work. They knew it was going to be that way from the beginning. Jinder was a good sport about it.
Oh.
We all know that.
Hey everyone, remember Evolution, the first women's only pay-per-view given to us by Stephanie McMahon. Blessed be her name.
Yes, blessed be her name.
I wanted to
Stephanie
say that.
McMahon.
Yes. Anyway, let's just move on to the other stuff. There was a lot of good tonight, fellas, so the awards, they might be difficult.
Smackdown presents
Good. Bad. And glorious.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Daniel Price says that Kevin has individual shrines built for each of Jinder's roid pimples. And can Braun Kevin Owens cash in on AJ's belt? Kevin from Texas is saying. Yes, they absolutely, I believe, can, because the match was for a title shot, and it had competitors from both shows, so it's not like the contract inside was exclusive to one show or the other.
Well, Braun, like Money in the Bank means you can get whoever you want,
Anywhere,
whenever
anytime.
you want.
Yeah, he could challenge.
He could challenge for the IC belt if he really wanted to.
Conceivably, yes. Here, Nicholas, come on, we want to go get our tag titles back.
That would be hilarious.
Good, bad, glorious, creative, fail, LOL. Those are our awards. Let's get it started with the good award. My good is going to be I guess the stunt double is what it turned out to be in the end. But Monroe Sky's debut, not. What do you got over there, Irish? What is your good?
I think my good is going to be gotta go with that Randy Orton promo, man. That was solid.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
You got three coins and a Roddy.
And right off the back, like bam, hit you right from the get go.
And he's the only promo in the past two nights that didn't start off with something to do with the women's pay-per-view. What do you got, Kevin?
I gave it to Miz and Daniel Bryan. It was a weird finish to the show, but I'll take it. I liked it different.
It was good. They have to play this feud right.
Yeah.
They don't want to blow their wad right away. It's got to be a lot of foreplay. Get us back to where we were when they were fighting on Talking Smack.
That's what I want.
They got to get us back there, so they got to do it right. Rusev versus Andrade, that's for Stike. Good Miz promo, he's amazing. Dude never disappoints, that's from Vice. The ongoing Aiden Rusev-Alana fracturing, that's from Robert Parson. Good Randy Orton's promo. Hopefully we get that classic RKO heel we want. That's from Kashmir. Orton's promo for Bang Bus. All the Women's Evolution promos. That's from Mika Meach. Knowing Sin Cara is available to do nanny and diaper duty. That's for Daniel Price. Teddy, he says Becky winning.
Oh, man. I have no idea what's going on.
And the WWE Championship match contract signing, Alex Carter says. And Justin agrees with him. Samoa Joe. We forgot that last part. Samoa Joe was always the person that was supposed to face him. He didn't run in and steal the contract and sign it. He just never got announced because of all that James Ellsworth nonsense. And AJ, while distracted and everything, got taken out by Joe. And like Joe said in the back to Paige, you wanted unpredictable. That's what you got.
Yeah, that was definitely running the character the right way.
Finally.
Yeah, no, exactly. I completely. I'm for once, Adam, you and I are aligned. I believe
when it comes to shit booking, we can be aligned.
Yes, when it comes, I think you and I have a good understanding what shit booking, what's good booking. But I think you have a much longer patience for certain things than I do.
I have none.
AJ.
I just realized AJ's God. That's what I realized. Good Usos on commentary for Kevin from Texas. I'm going to move on.
I did enjoy the Usos eating pancakes. That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay. So there's something you liked. Good. Kevin, what's your good award? I know not much good comes from you. Oh, you did?
Miz and Daniel Bryan.
Oh, that's right. And I did the board. So let's go on to the bad. That's what I was trying to segue, Kevin. You're the bad.
Yeah,
What's
I am
up?
the bad. Sanity booking. Why do they have to lose clean?
Man.
So bad.
I hate giving you coins.
This is Roderick Strong.
And a Roddy. But sanity booking is so bad. Oh. Irish, what's your bad?
Asuka, what the hell are they doing with her?
I thought, oops, shit. I thought for a second they might let her lose tonight. I There was half a fart of a thought in my head that they might let her lose.
Look, in my opinion, they need to have Asuka needs that belt, and it needs to go back to an Asuka Charlotte feud with Asuka on the belt.
I have no idea when that's going to happen.
That would be great. I think Charlotte's had her surgery for her boob popping done, right?
Yeah, she should be back some point soon. She was on the commercials last night playing cards with Knock. No joke. It had Roddy Rob dying laughing. My bad is James Ellsworth. All of it. Him fired. Why'd you bring him back? Why didn't you even get a match out of him? Remember, he had a winning record over AJ courtesy of Dean Ambrose. But we're not going to do anything with that. Anything Ellsworth did or touched is bad for Bang Bus. Becky versus Mella at SummerSlam. Asuka should have the belt, not Becky. How did they fuck this up? That's for Anaconda Vice. Everyone's ready for you, Asuka. Charlotte, Carmella, and a shark cage were ready for you. That's bad for Daniel Price. Sanity losing. Stike is agreeing with you. And Robert Parson is as well, Kevin. Kevin being here and Medine not. That's from Teddy.
Shut up, Teddy.
Ooh, bad. Not the Iconics. That's for Alex Carter. No, they're still, yeah, it's fine. The tag team division clusterfuck. That is bad over on Twitch for Justin. Next up, we have our Glorious Award. You know who's not glorious anymore, the way they booked Bobby Roode. I feel bad. My Glorious Award, you already mentioned it, Irish. Kerwin showing the wrong video in the truck.
Yes, that was great.
Kerwin is already better than the anonymous GM. What do you got for Glorious, Irish?
Honestly, I've got to go with the way that Miz handled that baby thing. That was perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, throw him to him. Did you get the Sarah Essen reference?
Oh no, I absolutely got that reference. I'm much more of a comic nerd than you are, so
I don't think so.
Oh, we'll have that conversation some other day, sir.
Yeah. Kevin, what's your Glorious?
I have to give it to Randy Orton and
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. Most people know I really don't care about Randy Orton, or I haven't. I really don't care about Jeff Hardy. I don't think he's interesting.
Damn.
But suddenly, after this promo, I care about both of them, and I want to see this feud. I'm legit, like, to me, this is probably the top feud on SmackDown right now.
Ooh. You're welcome. Ooh, so you're saying
after this promo,
the Jeff Hardy Randy Orton feud is more interesting to you than the Daniel Bryan Miz feud.
It's more interesting to you than AJ and Joe.
No, AJ and Joe, I'm not really.
It's more interested to you than Rusev and Aiden.
Oh yeah.
It's more interesting to you than anything Almas is going to do.
I somehow forgot about Daniel Bryan and Miz.
I know. You forgot because
you disrespectful, stupid idiot.
I've got to tell you, like, Kevin brings up a good point, and he's going down the right path as far as what he's saying. I think that SmackDown is doing a 100% better job than Raw of creating feuds that we're actually interested in seeing play out. Like, I am super stoked about watching anything that Miz and Daniel Bryan touch. I'm excited. I'm glued to the television. I knew that Daniel Bryan would be out there because he had to be. And the Kerwin in the truck, man, like, they can run that joke every couple of weeks, and I'll love it every time.
And it doesn't have to just be exclusive to them. Everybody could do the Kerwin in the truck bit. It's weird. I would say 15% of Raw is good, and 85% of SmackDown is good. Like, they're the inverse, wouldn't you say?
I wouldn't even say.
You're not even giving Raw 15. Is that what you're trying to say?
I really wouldn't, man. I would say it's almost 90-10. Like until they officially turn Roman Reigns heel, and they need to, because I'm tired of them trying to throw him down my throat his face. Everyone hates him. Just go with it.
Glorious Miz and Maurice. That's for Justin. Glorious Kevin's Insight. That's from the Return of Trollberg. He's obviously on drugs. Randy's promo.
Of the Trollberg, baby.
Kevin from Texas. Glorious Randy's promo. He says Kevin's agree. Paige's ass for Teddy. Miz and Daniel stoking the fires. That's for Robert Parson. Mika Meach says Miz. The murder and burial of James Ellsworth is glorious for Alex Carter. Let's see what else. Miz and Mrs. The first episode was pretty good. That's from Cashmere. His glorious. Kevin is the Lumberg of wrestling analysis. If you could get me those TPS reports, that'd be great.
Daniel Price, I like
This
Kevin
is
from
Roderick
Texas.
Strong. I approve this method.
Don't make fun of him.
All right, Daniel Price, great job insulting our Millennial Falcon. Let's go to the next two awards. We got Creative Fail and we got LOL, final two. I'm just going to start with Creative Fail. This whole tag team tournament bludgeoning. Blah. What do you got? That was the wrong sound effect for that one. Good job in your debut of hitting the button monkey over there, Irish. What is yours? What's your Creative Fail?
You talking to me? Okay.
Yes, you're Irish.
You looked at
Music,
Kevin and was
please.
talking to me.
I actually looked down at my sheet.
All right.
Check the tape.
Anyway.
I'm the fighting Irish.
I would say my creative fail is, again, what the heck was the point of having the Iconics out there for what? Just so Asuka could do something? Just so she had something to do on the show? Like there was no point out there.
You want to talk about stale? The way they book Asuka, there's no fire anymore. When she used to get a lot of pop when she would go, nobody's ready for Asuka. Nobody's caring about Asuka because of the way she's being booked. And I hate to say that, she's very talented, but they're not showcasing her. They're not putting her over ever. They're not putting her where she belongs. They gave her fucking to the moon rocket status to give her the Rumble, and then fizzled.
Are you ready for a prediction?
What's your prediction?
So, rumor is that they're going to have women's tag team titles debuting at Evolution.
Yeah, well, I already said that last night. You want to give me my other two predictions too?
No. I'm doing a prediction along with that.
Okay.
My prediction is Asuka and somebody else will be the first tag team champions.
No,
they don't want to give it.
and Bailey.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be Sasha and Bailey?
Yep, and I believe they beat the Iconics.
See, that doesn't make any sense to me because I think they're gonna move Sasha over to.
It makes perfect sense because why would they suddenly be huggy best friend right now?
Because the writers Ross suck.
No, because they got to slowly build the division and they want them to be the first.
Because they probably think that they deserve it.
Right. What are they the first of? Nothing.
That's true.
You know, might as well. It's a good push for both of them, and it could lead to a lot of feuds. I think also the Mae Young Classic, the finals are going to be at Evolution. I don't see why not, and I believe you'll see some legend, throw in there too with the other people like Trish and Lita that are coming back. Molly Holly and some others, the Bellas, are counted as legacy. Maybe even by then, Mae Reese can get in shape.
Well, let's talk about this at the end, and we can talk about what we talked about off air.
Creative fail, the shitty Hammerman. That's from Justin.
Mr. Sacco. Well,
Mr. Sacco is joining us. He says, "Bang bang."
Me.
Oh, you have a creative fail over there. I didn't even say. Yeah, okay. What is it?
Brothers promo, man. It was so bad, and then there's just crickets.
You're the one who's defended them before.
Yeah,
I know.
And you actually said you like that promo.
I laughed because it's so bad that it has me cracking up.
You think it's like a Bruce Campbell film?
There's like pure crickets from the announcers after because they're just like, what the fuck is this?
Creative fail, the tag team division in the entire WWE. That's for Stike. Carmella having the belt every day. That's for Robert Parson. Creative fail, Asuka the past couple of months. Kevin from Texas says, Vice agrees. They ruined her. Sanity's booking Alex Carter. That's creative fail. WWE squashing the tag division and now hosting the tournament to determine number one contender like they always do. That's from Kashmir. No, Kashmir. Sometimes they do a gauntlet match. That way they just get the whole tournament out in one shot. Creative fail, the mirror potential of Ellsworth being a chinless David Arquette. That's from Daniel Price, just being mean. Asuka and Charlotte, that's for Stike Leather. He's picking for the tag team tournaments. They're doing to Asuka what they did to Ty Dillinger, Robert Parsons said. Sasha and Bailey will make out at SummerSlam. That's for Berto. Did Medine get the Steve Awesome treatment? Is what returned to Solberg. Steve left of his own accord. He's welcome back whenever he likes. He knows that. Becky's going to win the SmackDown Women's title at SummerSlam, bring it full circle because she beat Carmella to become the first SmackDown Women's champion. Okay.
I'm surprised to not see creative fail, Kevin's back. Nice one, Teddy. Got it before you did, asshole.
What are you talking about? Why are you fighting with
my
Teddy?
rant?
That's your rant?
Yeah.
You need to save that up a little better.
Yeah. All right, LOL, final award. Bang, bang, Mr. Sacco. Bang, bang.
Can I go first?
He's over on Twitch. Yeah, sure, go ahead. LOL for Kevin.
This follows up my creative fail. me out?
Oh, I'm sorry. Your mic went out. Yeah, go ahead.
It follows my creative fail Bludgeon Brothers. So after it, there's crickets from the announcers, and then all we get from them is woof.
Yeah. when you said that, by the way, are you sure it wasn't one of the Bludgeon Brothers that said woof? Like the mic was still on?
I don't know.
That's actually
I have no idea.
I actually wasn't
I didn't
sure.
think it was an announcer. I thought it could have even been someone off camera like, woof, that was terrible. Like, I don't think it was intentional. I think it was another Kerwin fuck up. Kerwin left the mic on in the truck. What is your LOL over there, Mr. Irish?
I really, honestly, it was the Usos eating pancakes during the commentary on New Day. I was like, because I think it was Jay was actually eating the pancakes, and I'm like, I always thought those were like foam rubber. I didn't think those are actually things that you
I don't
want
know,
to eat.
But they're not McGriddles, so I always ask myself, where is the syrup? That's what I would want the most. My LOL, we really didn't talk about it too much tonight. We didn't mention it at all, actually. The thought of Sin Cara as a babysitter backstage for Monroe Sky. That was... this guy is slowly turning into a Santino Morella. He once had some kind of something, now nothing.
Well, he had a good match against Cien Almas.
Yeah. Well...
But that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but Almas is always good. After the Wyatt family split, not much has been done with Rowan and Harper until they became the Bludgeon Brothers. Now they're SmackDown tag team titles, but their promo skills are a little lacking. That's from Mr. Sacco. We agree. Our whole thing is get the fuck out of the tag division. I'm sorry. I think Rowan is a little bit of a dead weight. He's definitely the Jannetty of the team. And I think Harper proved with his IC title run that he can go. And I think his character could also be free of the old Wyatt stigma, where Rowan is never going to lose it. That stigma is going to follow him everywhere.
You know, we were talking about the Bar breaking up to
the Bar
to save Cesaro's career because Sheamus is pretty much done, and
he can't go full time.
And that would be an interesting thing if they did the Bar versus the Bludgeon Brothers, and they write off.
And then the Ginger Snaps become a team, Sheamus and Rowan.
Oh boy,
is that where you're going?
No, I'm just saying if they write them off like they're injured, but Cesaro and Luke Harper keep going, that could be fun.
And then they feud because they're not really a team.
That could be fun.
Yeah, Ellsworth being fired, then thrown out of the streets of Evansville. That's LOL for Justin. Let's see, Bray isn't doing much besides teaming up with Matt and creating the Deleters. And Braun Strowman was the only one that came out on top, Mr. Sacco said. Well, if you also want to say Daniel Bryan got injured shortly thereafter, and Randy, he's not getting respect. Everybody the Wyatts touched failed, but Braun was so briefly around. It's weird. Braun survived the Rosebuds and the Wyatt family. Good for you, Braun.
Braun is you got the Rosebuds, man. That's just him as a Rosebud was just ridiculous. How are you gonna have this 7'2" guy, this giant?
Oh, and they gave him like a Cat in the Hat style hat, so the hat made him like 8'4". Let's see on the board. LOL. Kevin still hasn't changed his wardrobe. That's from Anaconda Vice.
Yeah, welcome to 45 minutes ago, Anaconda.
Yeah, LOL. Corey Graves lost for words
Irish.
after Carmella lost. Well, Anaconda was late because I actually went on time/early. Maybe neither of you are worthy of Rusev Day. LOL for Robert Parson. LOL. Someone naming their kid Alex Carter says, "Oh, someone naming their kid Kerwin." He didn't finish his thought because he accidentally hit enter. LOL, one of the Usos saying that the pancakes taste like they've been in hot dog water. I missed that part. LOL, Aiden English ran down the ramp like a real prissy horse. Cesaro versus Harper would be a modern-day big man classic match. 5 stars, and I haven't even watched it. That's what Berto says.
Right? I would love that match.
I'm fine with it, and let the Ginger Snaps go form a team. The pancakes tasted that way because they were stored in Paige's Snatch. That's from Daniel Price.
That's what she keeps in her fupa.
And Teddy says that Kevin is Whitey from Me, Myself, and Irene. Anybody get that? All right, now is the time. I guess one of you. I don't fucking know who's in charge anymore for doing this. It's
Mud
not
Report, pulling it from my ass.
All right.
Well, makes sense.
A
Yeah.
lot of mud down there, mud butt.
They see me rolling.
Kevin's got the mud butt.
They see me rolling.
Late LOL from the Kevin in Texas. He says, our truth rules. All right, Kevin.
Oh, boy, it's dirty time. Time to get dirty.
Let's go mudding.
On a recent Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer speculated WWE will take the titles off current champs Carmella and Alexa Bliss before the just-announced all-women pay-per-view in October because their, quote, matches have not been good, and, quote, that's tough because if you end Evolution with those two, there's going to be a struggle.
What did you say? I wasn't listening.
There's rumors that Carmella and Alexa Bliss are going to lose their titles before Evolution because their matches haven't been good.
I saw on Twitter Alexa Bliss said that I'm the heel. I'm supposed to make my matches not good or something like that. I love Alexa Bliss. It was something really stupid that she said, basically.
Can I go to the next one?
Yeah. Moving on. Bang, bang.
WWE is promoting an NXT UK women's title match for Evolution. PW Insider reports Ginny, Toni Storm, Charlie Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Dakota Kai, and Tegan Knox will be at the new brand's first tapings this weekend.
Okay. What else you got?
WWE is already working on ideas for SmackDown's 1000th episode in October. Who knows what will happen? Next one. Despite recent rumors that he was ready to come back, Mike Johnson on PW Insider Elite Audio by way of RingsideNews.com is reporting that Jordan, what's his first?
Jason Jordan.
Jason Jordan, thank you, has yet to be medically cleared to return. So he's still out.
Yeah, so is Dean. Both those returns, I'm wondering when they're going to happen.
Am I allowed to do NJPW news?
Yeah, why not?
According to Dave Meltzer, NJPW IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega has been working through an injury as of late. Quote, Kenny Omega cracked his heel at the Cow Palace during the Terminator dive. It's a small break, but yes, in fact, he's been doing all these matches with a broken heel. He's been walking around on his tippy toes. He can't walk regular. He's been doing these matches because he's going to do them until he can't do them. And then there was just some more news about the Riddle guy signing with WWE.
The Riddle guy?
The Riddle guy.
What?
Matt Riddle.
Please save this, Irish.
How do you not know who Matt Riddle is? What is wrong with you? Go bash your head against a brick.
He's a bro.
He's the king of bros.
Yeah, and he's a fantastic wrestler. He does a great job.
Yeah, and he'll probably lead a faction with Mojo Rawley and
Bangba
Zack Ryder.
says, I guess you can say Kenny Omega had a heel turn. Haha. Riddle has officially been replaced in the Battle of Los Angeles. That's what Brian was talking about. But he's still working for now. He's left up his scheduled indie dates. Bro.
Yeah, but his scheduled indie dates, I think, only go until August 12th or something like that. And so he'd be free for the NXT TakeOver Brooklyn.
And Stike's saying there's going to be a new UK Women's Championship. Toni Storm's going to win that. He's calling it now.
That was my third point.
And Matt Riddle is a UFC nightmare.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
I mean, that's I don't know if I agree with that, but I mean, he can go.
Do you agree with this? Alex is saying that Kevin's the bastard child of Vince Russo, bro.
I hate Vince Russo.
I only know Matt Riddle.
Not everyone likes their father. That makes sense.
I only know Matt Riddle from the moves that make me go holy shit videos on YouTube, is what Mr. Sacco says. And he likes the Bullet Club merch in the back. You're talking about an art thing? Oh yeah, right behind me. I didn't even know what's over there.
Yeah, we're
we redecorate. It happens. What the fuck are we on? Are you done with Mud Report?
That's all I got.
That's all we got. We don't have any games. Did you have anything else to add, Irish?
I did try to very quickly slap together a This Day in Raw.
Slap and pickle?
Yeah, This Day in Raw segment, but I did not have enough time to prep it. So
SmackDown.
All right.
Oh, sorry, This Day in SmackDown. Thank you very much for that correction, dickface.
All right. I'm glad you're still with us, Stike Leather.
I like Irish.
Because here's where I want to add something.
You're a masochist.
And kind of in final thoughts. We were talking about belts and do they need to be added to huge feuds. And I think they need to be added to the Grudge to further it along. It's a simple way to add the next chapter to it. If a feud starts off without it, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, when he returned, had an unsanctioned street fight at SummerSlam, and one of them, Michaels, won the belt at Survivor Series 3 or 4 months later to continue the feud, because then Hunter won the belt from Shawn Michaels there. Neither walked in as the champion there, so it was a big deal. But again, that feud, which was about 4 months old, was extended by the belt. We were talking specifically about Daniel Bryan and Miz getting the belt involved in their feud at some point. And Stykeleather, his argument against me was Gargano and Ciampa didn't need the belt. That's wrong, because I believe that Tommaso Ciampa is going to get the belt by SummerSlam, because Aleister Black's probably going to the main roster. I'm just taking a guess. And then you have another reason to continue your Ciampa and Gargano feud, which is over a year old because of the injury. And why not? Ciampa is so heelish that he ruins Avengers Infinity War spoilers on Twitter. He goes beyond kayfabe to be a heel.
See, I heard it. Same thing Double G is saying. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to spoil things. He already won the belt.
What?
Ciampa.
Oh, well, way to ruin it, dickhead.
I didn't want to say it.
Parsons says Ciampa's getting the belt via 3-way victory. I think anyway, something's going to happen there, but way to go, Kevin, for spoiling something on the board that we missed that you wanted to cite. Sweet copyright. That's from Mr. Sacco. He was giving us the too sweet. Anyway,
Too sweet.
Black's gone regardless, but I think Gargano gets it. Then Candice turns on Johnny to help Ciampa win. Remember, Ciampa said, I'm going to take everything from you before the wedding shot. I think it would be a crazy turn if Candice ended up somehow in the corner of Ciampa. And so, yeah, I think that'd be a great way for that feud to go even further. It's another way to do it. And then let's see. Trollberg says, Kevin, I bet you prefer a teabag on a pole match, though, right? Is that true, Kevin?
Whatever. You
Hashtag
guys can
fake
all
news.
Kiss my ass.
All right. Final thoughts. Before we get to final thoughts, some dumb shit I thought of. Irish, you're a fellow comic enthusiast like me.
You guys are really funny.
Yeah, there's a storyline that WWE has never used.
That's not what he's talking about, jackass.
There's a storyline that WWE has never used, and that's a time travel angle. And now is the time to do it. It's very simple. You find two females who look enough like they could be the adult children of Miz and Maryse and Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. And then you say that, and find them in their mid-20s, and you say that they've traveled back in time from the future so that they could fight alongside their fathers throughout this battle and feud that apparently goes through the ages and leads to when they are grown up. And I don't know, introduce two new female characters and pretend that they're there. It's better than Jason Jordan being Kurt Angle's kid. It's better than Mae Young birthing a hand. It's better than Katie Vick.
It's better than Trollberg.
Yeah. It's better than Vince's limo blowing up and going nowhere. It's better than the Nexus just slowly dissolving.
It's better than Mark Henry and Mae Young giving birth to a hand.
I already said that.
Oh.
Check the tape.
But then you create multiple universes. And then you have to have an event where they clash.
Oh, God, you're going
and
too
collide
far.
again.
No. The Fruity Pebble can barely understand the time travel angle to begin with.
And then John Cena can come back as a heel
I
from
don't
the
want to
other
insult
universe.
WWE fans, but I don't think they could handle the whole looper shit that you're going through over there.
Oh, man.
Final thought for Berto. SmackDown is great. I don't know why I waste my time with Raw. I don't either, Berto. I want to get off Mondays. It's like the fucking Titanic. Gargano and LeRae are such performers that I could see Gargano pitching the idea that LeRae and Ciampa have an affair. I don't know if it goes that far. I could see her turning sides. And let's not forget, Candice LeRae has had matches with both Ciampa and Gargano that were great. So I doubt they'd ever let them do it. But if they did, it would be on NXT. Is that better than Jason Jordan? Kevin from Texas saying, I don't know. You tell me. Final thoughts. SmackDown was great. That's from Stike. Raw is a better show with better characters. Elias, Jinder, Braun, and Reigns. That's from Trollberg. You're just stupid. I'm going to write Shockmaster in as...
He is Trollberg. I mean, he's doing what his name says he would do.
I'm going to write Shockmaster in as Cable to show up and interfere just to piss Adam off. That's what Daniel Bryce says. No. We're not doing the Hope Summers angle and Cable and none of that. Kevin, don't ruin time travel. That's from Mika Meach. I feel like SmackDown creative team gives us these first-time ever matches and a way to get from actually writing decent storylines. That's from Kashmir says, maybe it's rose-colored glasses, Kashmir, and they have all these first-time bookings that they can use. SmackDown continues to dominate. Loving this, Robert Parsons says. That's his final thought. Final thought for Anaconda Vice. SmackDown was awesome as always. We want Chris. That's from Bang Buzz, his final thoughts. Final thought, Raw needs to fire their writers. That's from Alex. Kevin, get a new shirt, bitch. That's final thoughts for Teddy.
Never.
Mr. Sacco and Justin, we'll see you later on Twitch. You guys got anything else you want to close with? Any other words of wisdom and insights?
I did want to say what we were talking about off before we got on the show. Not going to work here anymore. About Evolution. The whole idea is that they're going to bring back people that haven't been on for a while. And as you and I were talking, Glow, the TV show on Netflix, stars Karma. Karma is one of the main actresses on that show.
Let's say the name that everyone knows her as. Awesome Kong.
Awesome Kong. Okay, sure. Well, I was going WWE staking.
Yeah, but she was in one World Rumble for WWE, and then she left.
Well, she did throw out Kevin's father, Adam Cole. So or Michael Cole. Sorry.
Your joke failed even without the right. Kevin from Texas, SmackDown was great. Is his final thought?
I have a final thought.
Final thought for Daniel Price. Joe's a thug because he keeps stealing all those hotel towels to put around his neck, and he never gets arrested for stealing them. Yeah.
There's currently
it's people like Samoa Joe that we have to put credit cards down on hotel rooms now.
He's currently wanted by the Ramada Inn.
What's your final thought over there, Kevin?
I listened to Elias's EP on the way here.
Oh.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
On Spotify?
Yeah. 4 songs.
Yeah. What is it? Every time one song is called "Every Town I've Ever Been To."
That one's pretty good.
Is it?
Well, we are scumbags.
It's like the song he usually will play in front of the audience, except it's a fleshed out song now.
Gotcha. My other question to you, while I have you, your boy Jinder's a pussy now. He's all about peace and doesn't fight.
I love it.
Shanti.
You love that?
It's pretty funny.
God.
When you hear him say Shanti, and then Braun Strowman was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry."
Shanti. Braun has his own mantra that he wants to chant that made Rob wondered why he was chanting his own chant last night. He didn't get the whole mantra thing and Shanti and yada yada.
That was one of the better parts of the show. More bearable.
Daniel Price thinks that, Kevin, you're going to petition Elias to write the Ballad of the Maharoja for his next album.
#1 hit. Right there.
#1 hit. All right. Final thoughts as we exit out of here, just real quickly. Whoops, hit the wrong button.
You hit the wrong button?
Yeah. At Kev Nola is Kevin's Twitter handle. The things we didn't talk about too much, Becky and Carmella's submission match, Asuka, Billy Kay. He will be taking your comments live right now on Twitter if you want to get on there. At Kev Nola, KEVNOLA. Hit him up if you want to discuss any of those matches. Tune in next time. Same smart time, same smart channel.
Adios.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Smackdown Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.